Hello, in this video I'm going to talk about the importance of owning who you are. Now, this might sound easy, but it's not, and a lot of people get insecure and anxious because they are trying to be something or someone that they're not. And this is encouraged in society, whether it's on social media or looking at celebrities. We're encouraged to look a certain way, think a certain way, talk a certain way, and if we don't fit the conformity or we don't fit the narrative, we can end up feeling quite isolated or alone or misunderstood, and then we end up trying to be like everyone else. But this is a mistake. Everybody is here to be their authentic self, to be themselves, and if you do not be who you are going to end up feeling anxious or depressed, stressed and worried. And even if you manage to suppress these emotions down, they will find a way to come up, because all negative energy does. You can't get rid of it. You've got to get it out, or you've got to transform it. So the best thing to do is to just start being your authentic self, be who you are. One metaphor that I use with my clients is to imagine that the universe is a jigsaw and you are your piece in the jigsaw. So I've just borrowed one of my children's pieces of jigsaw here. I think it's the Incredible Hulk, hero of mine. So imagine that you are a piece of jigsaw and you need to fit in that jigsaw. You need to be your piece of jigsaw. If you try to be like the other pieces of the jigsaw, then you're not going to fit in, and then the jigsaw is not going to be complete. So you're not being good for yourself and you're not being good for your wider community. So you really have to think about, you are special as you are. How you're meant to be is how you're meant to be, and that is perfect. Of course you want to grow and evolve and be the best version of yourself, but you still have to hold on to what is essentially you. Now, something that I do with my clients, which works very well, is we talk about the self-worth pyramid. So I've just drawn it out really quickly, as always, never anything complicated with my resources, just a quick triangle split into four, with we starting at the bottom. So the first layer is self-awareness, being really aware of who you are. What do you like? What don't you like? And why? What are your values and principles? Why are these important to you? Really look deep inside of you, understanding what belongs to you, and also question anything that's in there that might not actually be part of who you are, but may be programmed as a core belief that's come from your parents or the schools you went to or the media. Really take a moment to think, who am I? What is important to me? What has been important all my life, only just recently? Really take time to understand who you are. Then, once you have that self-awareness, then you have to accept who you are. And it's really important that you accept who you are, even the things you don't like about yourself. If you're clumsy, I'm clumsy. It's okay. It doesn't matter. I accept that about myself. Don't necessarily like it, but it's okay. And when you really accept who you are, then you get a superhuman strength, because nobody can take the mickey out of you. Nobody can embarrass you. Nobody can make you feel bad about yourself, because everything about you, you know, the good and the bad, you accept it. So now you're untouchable. This is fantastic for your confidence. So then that builds confidence and self-love, self-esteem, and then you have your self-worth in a really strong place. And that doesn't mean you're always going to walk around feeling like the queen of the world. Of course, you're going to have your bad days. You're going to have your wobbly moments. But if you've gone through this process, it will just be a bad moment or a bad day. You're going to get straight back up, be able to dust yourself off. And do you think, well, you know what? That was a mistake, or that was a bad day. That doesn't define me. I know who I am. I'm pretty awesome, and I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to go back even stronger. So this is how you become your best self, by basically owning everything about you. You don't have to go on some courses or learn some new skill to be your best self. You have to just own and love everything about you, because you're amazing and you're unique and you're that special part of the jigsaw that the universe needs. Okay, thank you.